to this CFAL Newcastle video. My name is Nicole Lachapelle and I work with the team at the Health Behaviour Research Collaborative at the University of Newcastle. This video is going to look at the question, what are the benefits of attending a support group for carers? I'll be going through 4 sub-questions to help us to answer that main question. Are support groups worth the effort? Well, the research tells us that there is a consistent pattern of strong, scientifically rigorous evidence which confirms the effectiveness of support groups for carers and people living with mental illness. Researchers have found that prior to attending these support groups, that participants are often feeling very isolated, as though others can't understand what it is that they're going through. They often lack hope, and this can in turn put them at risk of mental ill health themselves. Researchers have found that the objectives of support groups are for education, information, emotional support, and to create an atmosphere of trust so that participants can explore strategies for coping. What are the benefits of support groups? Well, the research tells us that there are many benefits. Things such as knowing how to advocate for the person that they care for more effectively, increased ability to cope emotionally, learning more about the mental illness and the strategies and services and interventions that are available, and improved ability to cope with social stigma. They may be able to develop less anger towards the person that they're caring for, and this in turn can help to improve the relationship with that person and also with other family members. Support groups can also offer validation of caregiver experiences and opportunities to give and receive help. So vicarious learning, what is it? And how does it relate to support groups? Well, the word vicarious is actually, it comes from an old Latin word, vicarius, which means substitute. So in vicarious learning, you're actually substituting yourself into someone else's story as they recount it for you. So you're learning how to deal with a situation through somebody else's experience. It's a way of learning new social responses through the experiences of others, by hearing and observing other people tell a story and imagining yourself in that situation. You learn indirectly through others' recounted experience. There's a movie by Hitchcock, it's called Rear Window, and it's about a man who lives vicariously through his window, through a telescope that he set up to witness other people's lives. He begins to take on their emotions and he lives their lives vicariously from a distance. Well, vicarious learning is similar. Okay, you're learning how to deal with a situation by hearing and seeing how other people have dealt with it. Number 4, what are the benefits of vicarious learning? It's an easy to obtain experience. It's fast, it's easy. One person explains and describes a situation so that another can learn from that knowledge and experience through visualization. It eliminates risk. It helps you gain experience and knowledge without actually having to be in a situation. You don't have to go through a trial and error process. You don't need to feel any negative emotions or negative feedback. It also improves knowledge retention. You're learning at a pace, at your own pace while you're watching someone else recount their story. So as you understand what it is that they're going through and the emotions that that person felt, you store these in your long-term memory so that if a similar situation were to arise in your life in the future, you can draw on the experiences from other people so that you know how to act in those situations. Okay, we just have a couple of questions that might help you to see how you go with understanding this topic. First one is scientific evidence tells us that one of the benefits of attending a support group for carers is an increased ability to cope emotionally. True or false? That one is, of course, true. Okay, question 2. Vicarious learning is a way of learning that involves placing yourself in a new experience and noticing how you respond. That one is actually false. In vicarious learning, you learn by seeing or hearing about the experience of another person and how they responded. It's imagining yourself in that situation. So you're not actually in the new experience yourself, you're learning from the experience of others. Last question, vicarious learning eliminates any risk to the learner. And that one is, of course, true. You are learning from the responses of another person in an environment separate from the event. Okay, and the last slide, I've just listed there the research articles that I have referred to earlier in the presentation. And I would like to thank you very much for your time today, and thank you for listening right through to the end of the video. Bye-bye.